It was another day in the Roblox Squidgames, but this time I decided that instead of being a menace, I would help the other players survive instead. The game began, and I had already spotted a beautiful damsel getting an entire clip of lead buried into her body. So I ran up to her like a beacon of hope and carried her on my back to the finish line. I then climbed to the top of the tree and looked down upon the poor citizens who were all just desperately trying to make it out of here alive. The intermission for the next game had commenced when I noticed a gorgeous-looking man in a wheelchair with a pair of captivating legs. So I tried to impress him with my dance moves until I was suddenly flung away by a goddamn skellywag. We then went over to take our pictures, but unfortunately I couldn't bless the camera with my beautiful mug. So it was now time for the Dalona game, and it looked like I had finally escaped from the clutches of the circle as I had gotten the umbrella cookie. And like Picasso's disciple himself, I easily cut it up with ease without chipping it one bit. And anyone who says otherwise is blind. After that, me and the Groo Man started spinning around doing the mingle dance when Vector came out of nowhere. And it looked like he got a bit jealous since he pushed us to the ground and kicked me in the nuts. So I was tired of being the nice guy making me push him under the damn merry-go-round in an attempt to suffocate him to death. We were now in the survival round, and I was back to being a menace. But as I was beating a man to his eternal rest, I was suddenly attacked by multiple players out of nowhere. And the prime culprits were none other than Vector and Groo. They had teamed up to take me down and had succeeded in killing me. But as you already know, I never truly die, and revived myself out of the clutches of death. I was back for revenge and quickly began hunting the player who had ended my life and killed him where he stood. But Vector also wanted the smoke, so I started chasing after him to finish his pathetic life. But unfortunately, the timer had ended and I was too late to kill him. Time for the game of hide and seek, and I had regrettably gotten myself the blue ball, meaning I was a hider. So I started running around when I found a room filled with several different hiders. It seemed like we were safe here until a seeker had suddenly opened the door. I jumped over their head and bolted out of there in an instant. But as I was running for my life, I had run into the girl who I had saved during red light, green light. She seemed to have no malice toward me, so we pranced around until goddamn Vector discovered me and initiated his attack. I ran as fast as humanly possible until I had found the exit and managed to escape with my life intact. I was now in the new jump rope game, and this grotesque-looking human approached me and started speaking gibberish. But I didn't care what he had to say and began my attempt to clear the game, and this round was easy. I definitely did not fall and used a revive to resurrect myself. Now we were finally in my favorite game of all, the glass bridge, also known as Cream's Domain, and I was definitely going to teach that gremlin a valuable lesson. He tried to kick me off the panel like the little troll he was, but he never met a master like me and pushed him over to meet his Meemaw in hell. The game was easily won, but the filthy rat was back once again. Seriously, he just won't give up. The mingle game had begun, so I quickly tied my loose ends and led Vector to his untimely demise once again, and emoted on top of his corpse as he was definitely not coming back this time. I had made it to the final game, the last two survivors, and it was obvious how that was going to go, since in a one-on-one always bet on Cream.